Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the science fiction action western Cowboys and Aliens, and I saw this in digital projection. I loved this movie so much. I loved everything about it. It basically has to do with this stranger, Jake Lonergan, and he has amnesia. He doesn't know who he is, how he got to where he is at the beginning of the movie, and he doesn't know what the I think it's on his right. Let me see. He has it on his. Oh, okay, it's on his left arm. He doesn't know why he had. There's this alien, some kind of a weapon that's on his left wrist, and he doesn't know why he has it. He and then he goes to this a western town, and it turns out that he's wanted for. I'm not going to say what he's wanted for, but there's also this woman, Ella Swenson, played by Olivia Wilde. Oh, Jake Larnagan is played by Daniel Craig. Ella Swenson is she has a really important part to play in the rest of the movie, and Jake gets arrested, and then there's this man, Colonel Woodrow Dollarhide, played by Harrison Ford. He wants that man, and he goes into the town at night, and he wants to have that man right when he asks for him, and then that's when the aliens come. They come first as lines of light in the sky, and then they disappear, and then they appear again, and then they start destroying the town, and then uh, they also start taking humans as hostages. That's and then that's what the rest of the story is about. Jake, uh, Dollarhide, Ella, and some other other cast of characters. They want to try and get these humans back from the aliens, and the aliens are also they're all trying to get something gold, and it's pretty funny. There's a funny line that Dollarhide says. I think he says, "Gold. What do they need gold for? They want to buy something." Basically like that, that's and this is packed with action throughout, but it also has very good character development. I really did like how Daniel Craig portrayed Jake Lonergan, and Harrison Ford was perfect as Woodrow Dollarhide. Uh, the combination of them together was action packed and also funny. And Olivia Wilde as Ella Swenson. Hot, yes, but she has an important part to play in the story, a very big part. And I was very pleased with really everything that was going on in this. The Western motif in this was perfectly portrayed in this movie. Let's see what else. And Jake also has a very good backstory in this movie that has to do with this mysterious woman that I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but it's a mysterious woman that at first we don't know who she is, and then as the story goes on, we realize that Jake and her had a history together, and Jake also has an interesting past with aliens, I'm not going to say what that is either. I don't want to give anything away about this, but the whole story in this was, I thought, perfectly told, and this is really something I never saw before. And we've seen many kinds of movies of westerns, but I've never seen this kind of a story. Aliens in a western setting. And the computer generated aliens were beautiful. I loved how they were created, and the spaceships were beautiful as well. And that's one thing that's also very memorable in this. There's not many special effects or visual effects in this, but when there is, it's flawless. Especially that thing that's around Jake's wrist. That comes to great use throughout many moments in the movie. And it's also funny. The most of the humor is between Jake and Woodrow, but yeah, that's still funny. And Jake also has another interesting past with Cowboys, that for they know him, but he doesn't know who they are, and he still tries to work with them. That's basically what that is about. And there's these Indians in it that also Dollahide has a really interesting past with, where at first they don't want to help get the people back from the spaceship, but then after some convincing, they do want to help out. So the Indians are also used in a very creative way in this, and those cowboys that know Jake, they also are used very, very well. There's still some cliche things in this. Cowboys and Aliens, that title, you could expect things to be there to be some cliche moments, but I was able to overlook those because of how much I love this so much. The action is also, I think, what makes it extremely memorable. The story, can't keep going on about the story, but that was really what made me enjoy this movie so much. These cowboys, Indians, all banding together for one cause, to get humans out of the spaceship. I loved everything in this base, so I highly recommend Cowboys and Aliens. So I think I would give it a perfect 5 out of 5, despite there being some cliche moments and probably some things that didn't really need to be in it. 5 out of 5 completely. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.